When it comes to making money trading cryptocurrency on Phantom, knowing the right token to use in buying low and be selling high plays a very significant role. Because matter of fact, there are some tokens you buy and the developers or the traders will probably use you as exit liquidity. So that's the more reason if you do not want to stay on the red zone for way too long, knowing the right time to buy it low and knowing the right coin to use in buying low as well and be selling high plays a very significant role. So no worries, because this video is going to be packed with a whole lot of information that will help you achieve all of those right in this 10 minutes video. So sit back, hit the like button for me, give a follow if you haven't already. If you are watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get in real fast. So first off, for context, what we are basically doing on Phantom is pretty very simple. All we do is to trade meme coins or newly launched tokens, because those tokens has potential of making you turn your initial $20 to 200 or way more in a very short interval. So we are basically buying those tokens lower so that when it increases in value, we will get to sell it higher. That way, we will now capitalize on that. So let me dive in real quick to show you how to achieve that in real time. So first thing first, in order to get started, you will need to get your Phantom all ready. If you haven't already, get over to your respective app store and get your Phantom wallet all set up. The process of doing that is pretty much very self-explanatory. Just follow on with the on-screen instructions and you'll be all good to be going. So right after then, you will need to click on Solana first of all, and then you click on receive, and then you copy the contract address there and probably open up either your Bybit or Binance or pretty much any way you have majority of your cryptos on, so you can use it to do this real quick. So once you've opened up Binance, you will need to now buy your Solana on the spot section of any amount. It can be about $20, $10, any amount you could afford to risk, because there are potential of turning down your smaller amount to a bigger amount. Likewise, the fact of also turning down your amount to a more smaller amount. So you should only use the amount you could afford to lose to do this. That's the more reason I'm going to be using about 22. Let us see how much we can make from that in a very short interval. Okay, after buying your Solana on there, you quickly transfer it over to Phantom. That's what I'm about to do right now, and I'll get you all back in the video once it has arrived. So the moment I have sent it right there, I will need to head back to Phantom and let us wait for the arrival in no time so we can use it in doing this. So once the 22 has been reflected there, let us head over to Deck Screener. So the moment you are on Deck Screener, you get to realize that there are hundreds if not thousands of tokens that are created every single day, every minute rather, okay, or every seconds, for the aim of making profits and losses. So you will need to be very careful when it comes to selecting it. So that's the more reason I'm going to be using this filter, so I can filter out the ones that has the potential of making money. So apparently, we'll be making some changes to that filter so it can suit this strategy I'm about to show you. So switch up the all chains to Solana ecosystem, okay, first of all, because we'll be doing everything based off of the Solana ecosystem. And after then, we have the all dexes. So click on all dexes right there. The all dexes has to be switched to Radium because apparently Radium is pretty much one of the liquidated one out there with the most traded volume. So that's the more reason I'll be sticking to Radium. Okay, and after then you have to slide to the right hand side. You will see more options. Okay, so more options like boosted, art, but the one we'll be making use of will be liquidity. Liquidity is that amount of money that is there on that coin that can be used to either buy the coin or sell the coin at any point in time. So if you want to buy, if the amount of money you are willing to buy is not in the liquidity, there is no way that trade will get executed. So the liquidity is the amount of money that can be used to either exchange the coin to cash or buy the coin, basically. So that's the more reason I'll be sticking to a liquidity ranging from like 50,000 to about, let's go for about 350,000. Okay, and after then you click on apply for the liquidity. Okay, after clicking on apply, you slide to the right hand side, you will see the volume. You also click onto the volume as well and switch up the volume to probably about 1 million and above. Okay, the volume is the total amount of money that is calculated based off of the buys volumes and the sales volume. Okay, so I'll be sticking to a minimum volume ranging from like 1 million to about 10 million. So that's the more reason I'm going to put in 1 million to 10 million, or you can choose to even click on it directly there, 1 to 10 million. And after then, you will go over to the pH. pH, this is how old the coin is. Okay, so I'm looking for a coin that is probably very new. So that's the more reason I'll be sticking to a pH of about 1 hour. And after then, you go over to the market cap and switch up the market cap to about let's go for about 100k market cap. Let's go for 100,000 minimum. Okay, and after then we have the last one, which is the buys and the sells. Okay, we need a buys and sells volume. That is probably very necessary because if the volume is there and there is no buys and sells happening in real time, that means the volume is probably fake. That's the more reason I'm looking for a volume ranging from the buy side of about 5,000. Okay, and also a sell side of about 5,000. So I'll do that for the buys and then I will click on apply, and I also do the same for the sells for a minimum of about 5,000 as well. So which probably lead us to these two coins. Okay, so I'm going to be picking any one from these two. Let us see how we can take an advantage of it so we can see how much we can make from this. So basically, let me go for that first one, which is called Mana, I think so. Let's click on that first one and see how we can take an advantage of it. But there is no like a specific coin for this. You will need to only follow your filter options. So after then, I will need to now copy the contract of the coin apparently as fast as possible, simply by clicking on that icon at the top upper there, that little copy icon. I'll copy it right there and I will open up my Phantom. Okay, once I have opened up Phantom, I will click on that search button and I will be searching for Radium on the search bar at the top upper there. So once I've searched for Radium, I will need to now connect my wallet. Okay, so by default, if your wallet is not connected, you probably have an option to connect. Mine is connected. That's the more reason I do not have an option to connect. If I should probably disconnect it, you get to realize that I will have an option to connect back if I want to. So right now I have disconnected. Let me connect it back simply by clicking on that connect. And there you go. I should now select Phantom and it should be able to get connected. After then, I will click on that toe so I can put in the coin real quick, like the coin we intend to buy. So I'm going to click on to toe and I will paste that contract address we had copied initially from that deck screener. Then I'll click on there. I'll click on the coin and click on add token. Then I'll click on the coin one more time and it should come onto the page, to the swap page. Then I will use max. I will click on max. If you intend to like use all of your money, you use max. If not, you put in 50% or any amount you intend to like use. You type it right in there. And then I'll click on swap. This should go through within a twinkle of an eye. We should be able to get about 20,000, over 20,000 worth, like quantity worth of the coin. So after then I'll head over to the home page and let's wait for the arrival, and here you go, it is now available. So basically all I would do is to wait for a couple of minutes or probably like an hour. Then whatever outcome it brings, you sell it off. That's how you keep making it consistently over time and sum it up to like 200. Okay, so basically after a couple of minutes I feel like the coin probably goes the opposite way. Okay, right now we are all down, like it goes below like minus 100%. So this to show you that when you are doing this, using the money that is pretty little will help you out so that you wouldn't have to like lose all of your money. So I feel like there are some things I still need to watch out for, probably like the locked liquidity and the developers holdings and other things applicable, which I'll be sharing more of it when we go further, probably in my next video to be precise. So basically that was all of these how it play out. Apparently it was a big loss. So that was all for now. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you up later. Peace out.